Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, it don't work without you guys. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up here, guys. Wake up. It is Thirsty Thursday. It is almost the weekend. One more day to go. For most of us, Mike J. I know you're sitting here like, yo, bro, it's really like Wednesday for me because I got to work on Saturday. My weekend is Sunday and Monday. Okay, so Mike, you got 2 days, okay? And technically, I don't really have a day off because I always got work to do. So it really doesn't mean anything. And so for those of you who have a weekend, congratulations. I'm happy for you. But anyway, here we are, 44 days, 23 hours, 19 minutes, and 50 seconds away from the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Rams in LA, hopefully. And we talking about practice. Well, not exactly. Practice really probably won't start till about around the 13th of August. You know, the things are kind of in movement in here and so forth, but the players are returning to the Star. And so far, we've had 2 days of the veterans taking their COVID test, and so far, no positives. That's great news. They pass one more, they can start working at the Star. You know, they're getting the physicals in. We literally have not had anybody since they started on Tuesday testing everybody, having anybody test positive. And I am excited. I am happy as can be about that. And I'm hoping that we can continue to be that way. Quite frankly, I think the numbers that we're seeing thus far from the NFL are a lot lower than what I thought they would be. And maybe the NFL will set an example and people will understand, well, shoot, if they can do what they're doing, stay on the field by social distancing, by, testing, by, wearing masks and stuff and all that, then maybe there's hope for the rest of us and they can lead the way. Because I heard a really sobering number today that literally a person dies every hour. Excuse me, not an hour. Let me rephrase that. Every minute a person dies from COVID. And that's a sobering number when you start thinking about that. So, yeah, there's that. But we have today news, like I said. There's other teams that have, had some players that have tested and have gotten on the list. You think of the Eagles and Lane Johnson. He's on the list as well as a couple of other players there. Green Bay, Nathan Crosby, their kicker, along with another player, tested positive. So they're on the commissioner's list. And hopefully they won't have any long-term effects. And, they'll get back to training camp and with their teams as well. But fortunately, our team thus far has been, and knock on wood, let's hope it stays that way, has been COVID-free. But today, we're finally hearing from ownership. I still don't know what's going on with Jerry Jones. We last heard that he was out on his yacht somewhere in the world and chilling. I don't know if we're going to have an opening press conference for training camp like we've had in past years, or if this is the new Jerry Jones that he's like other owners that, they're seen but not heard from. And it's almost kind of strange. So we know what it feels like to be a fan of, other teams. It's kind of strange, isn't it? But Steven, who's taken over more control, I think, of the Dallas Cowboys, and Stephen Jones, who definitely is the money man for the Dallas Cowboys, was talking about Dak Prescott. And, he says that, hey, from where Dak Prescott was last year to this year, the training that they've been putting into Dak has been paying off, that Dak is really ready to compete and take it to the next level. So let's go ahead and watch that clip right now, and you'll see and hear what I'm talking about here. Here, let me move the camera a bit.
The last time we met Puppy Dak, he was beginning his career with the K9 Companions for Independence here with his puppy trainers in the Metroplex. There we go, Dak. Let's go, Dak. Let's go. There you go. Good boy. There we go.
So far, he's learning things like sit, down, and shake, as well as important skills like walking on the leash and how to behave in public.
You want for water?
All of which are helping him compete in the first puppy NFL Combine with the Dallas Cowboys.
4-4, I'm calling it. Who got it on the clock?
After spending the next year working on new skills and socialization with his puppy raisers, Puppy Dak will enter professional training at the K9 Companions facility in Irving, where he will learn advanced tasks to one day become an assistance dog and give independence to a child, adult, or veteran with a disability.
Tired, huh? You did good work today, man.
Sorry, that was the wrong Dak there, guys. Sorry, forgive me, but they have taught Dak a few new tricks there, and he definitely knows how to stay calm, how to be obedient, and definitely learning a few new tricks. But let me get to that other clip here. Let's see.
The players, exactly, and what you're excited the most about. But I do have to ask you about your quarterback. Dak Prescott, the deadline passed. He won't be able to negotiate until the end of the season. He'll be on the franchise tag. Any concern at all about how that relationship is? I mean, Dak seems like he's always been locked in and focused. This won't be a factor in your mind?
Well, first of all, we made a lot of progress, and you've got to continue to make progress in terms of these type of negotiations. We've never had one quite like it. It's certainly very interesting terms between times when you look at what's going on with having to sit down with the union and negotiate what goes on with the virus when the revenues aren't where they should be. So we had some challenges that it wasn't exactly normal times. Certainly, we got nothing but respect for Dak and his representation in terms of what they're trying to get out of a deal. They certainly want a shorter deal. Historically, we have, as management, wanted longer deals because it's more cap friendly and we're able to spread some things out and keep some players, which, at the end of the day, and Dak understands this, that's what we're trying to do here. But had a great visit with him at the deadline. We pushed to try to have a few more changes here and there to see if we could get it done. But he's got such a great outlook on the Dallas Cowboys, our football team. He's ready to go out and win a Super Bowl, which would only create more value for him, more value for the Cowboys. So we're fired up about it and still have nothing but 100% belief in Dak and his future here with the Dallas Cowboys, and that we can ultimately get a deal done. He's special. As Jerry and I have said, we're 110% behind him and ultimately feel like we'll get this done.
Not that it matters, but would you say, was it close? Did y'all get close to maybe getting a deal done at the wire?
One to use close as a term in negotiations. You either get it done or you don't. And we didn't quite get it done. I wouldn't put blame on either side. It's just one of those things when you're talking about a deal as big as this is for our team, not only for Dak, but the entire football team, the ramifications that it has. It's certainly, we want to get it done right. And he understands that. I know he's respectful of Jerry and myself in terms of what we're trying to get accomplished, just as we are with him.
All right, I'll ask you two quick football questions. Give me a.
Okay, so there we are with that. Sorry, I played the wrong clip first. I just got my glasses. They're progressive, and they've got the blue light, filters and stuff on there, so that way the stage lights and things don't bother your eyes. And I'm noticing that actually the television screen that's right in front of me, that I can really see it, so I might be able to actually answer the questions better. But it's progressive, so they're made so that way if I'm right here with something, I can see it. So, as I'm looking, I've got to find the sweet spots and things on there, and I just accidentally hit the wrong one, about Dak being obedient and learning new tricks and everything else. I bet you Stephen Jones wishes he could put Dak through the same training that they're putting Dak through, you know what I'm saying? So the question you have to ask here is this a PR move by the Cowboys to try and save face and, basically try and make themselves not look like the villain here for screwing the pooch? Because as he keeps talking about, Dak's got to understand you got to leave money on the table for other players. Interestingly enough, had you got this done before, you probably could have left a whole lot of money on the table because your product probably could have got it for 27, 28. Next year, you're looking at probably 37 or more, but it is what it is, and Dak Prescott will be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, an interesting thing, that also happened, and I meant to do some work on it today, but I was kind of busy. Bleacher Report did a redrafting of the 2016 draft, and I should have actually set that up and made that part of this one. But the interesting thing is, and I just want you to imagine this, because sometimes things happen for you and you don't even realize how good they are. They were talking about if the draft happened again, that the Dallas Cowboys, they would have said, with knowing what we know now as opposed to what we knew then, that Dak Prescott would be the number one pick in the draft to the Rams instead of Jared Goff. And that Carson Wentz would still go to the Eagles. And Joey Bosa would go to the Chargers. And that Jared Goff would go to the Dallas Cowboys at 4th. Jared Goff, what we found out is when he had a great back who can throw swing passes to, screens, he's a lot better quarterback than when he doesn't have that elite back. Can you imagine if we had gotten Jared Goff for our quarterback without Zeke Elliott? Yeah. It might not be as good as what we have right now. So we'll divulge into that a little bit more later. But I'm happy that we got Dak. I'm happy that we got players here at training camp that are right now corona-free. And I'm happy that we are only 44 days away from kickoff of the 2020 season. All right, guys, I got some work I got to go do, and I will talk to you guys later. You are up to speed on everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. See you soon.